Now we're just over a month to go until the highly anticipated fights between David Haye and Audley Harrison. Audley Harrison has taken his training camp to Big Bear, California for some final preparations. Our reporter Craig Slater has been spending time with the camp. We can cross live to California now and speak to him. Good afternoon to you, Craig. Good to see you. So why then have the Harrison camp relocated to California?
Well, it's good afternoon for you, Simon. It's 7 a.m. over here, so I have to say it's top of the morning. Top of the morning for me, and I do mean top of the morning. Yeah, because we are 7,500 feet above sea level here on Big Bear Mountain, and that is why Audley Harrison's here. He's here for altitude training, and in so doing he's following a well-trodden path that other top fighters have done over the past decade or so. The likes of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley and Lennox Lewis have all finalised their preparations up here on Big Bear Mountain. And if I take a little step to the side just to take a look at this spectacular view here, you can get an idea of why they all come here. You can see Big Bear Lake over in the background there, the marina of Big Bear City, population 5,500. It's coming to the end of the holiday season here, so this is a quiet place at the moment, not many folks around. And you know, it couldn't contrast any more with where David Haye's conducting, his training in the run-up to this fight. He's staying in a central London hotel. He's having his training in a railway arch in central London. But that works for him, but this certainly works for Audley Harrison. He's trained here a couple of times before, and he's never lost a fight when he's trained at Big Bear.
So wonderful location, wonderful backdrop. Can the same be said of his preparations ahead of the fight? Are they going wonderfully well?
They are going really smoothly. As you've said, we've spent a few days with him here. I was actually at the hunting lodge, which is rented for the whole of his camp. They're all staying together for the duration of this camp. I played him at table tennis. He beat me at that. I played him at darts. He beat me at that. We had a kind of shooting competition. He beat me at that as well. So, he's in a good mood. But I have to say, I've heard one or two whispers from some people that reckon this is just a late career payday for Audley Harrison. He's not taking it seriously. That's an absolute load of rubbish. I've been up here before with Lennox Lewis for training camps, and Audley Harrison's level of professionalism for his camp here is every bit as good as the kind of resources that Lennox Lewis put into his camps. He's got a chef up here, he's got a masseuse up here, he's paid top dollar for top class sparring partners. Everything, it really has been done to, a high degree of professionalism. And as well, he's got a detailed, a rigorous and very disciplined approach to the whole regime in the run-up to this fight. And we'll have complete access, to his training regime today. We'll be seeing him in the gym live a little bit later on today. We'll be seeing him having breakfast, having lunch, seeing the kind of food he eats via his dietitian. But first of all, in about 20 or so minutes' time, we'll be seeing him on his early morning run here in Big Bear. He usually gets up at 6 in the morning. He's delayed that a little bit later for us today so that we can have some daylight to actually see him going about his run. But he'll be undertaking a 45-minute run up the slopes here this morning. And just an interesting little footnote on that. There is a bit of wildlife around here on Big Bear Mountain. They have mountain lions, they have black bears as well, which are pretty fierce creatures. So Audley's trainer, Shadid Saluki, he carries a Colt 45 revolver on these early morning runs just in case they get attacked by a bear. But I tell you what, Simon, I hope no bears come by this spot, because the only thing we've got to shoot the bears with is a camera. And I don't think that's going to do much good. So if you do see any creeping into the background, make sure you give me the heads up.
I was going to tell you, as your cameraman told you, there's a tree rustling behind you, and I don't think it's the wind. Great to see you, Craig. We'll hear from you later. Look forward to seeing Harrison training for the big fights. And you can, of course, see David Haye against Audley Harrison. It's going to be intriguing, to say the very least. November the 13th, it will be available on Sky Box Office. You can go to the top of your Sky remote control for details, or go to skysports.com, anywhere to find out where you can see the fight in other ways as well. It should be absolutely fascinating. Plenty more to come from Craig throughout the day.
Yeah, with Bear Watch still to come.